Summer, summer, rain at dawn is what we share. That suffering weather, the sidewalks in the street, concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble. But love will never die, because we'll see these mountains tremble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. And all around I see the purple flash of evening, and all around the shadows falling again in my arms so tenderly. The sidewalks in the street, concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble. But love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. Okay. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to rumble. But love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally. That's the way, that's the way it has to be. That's the way, that's the way it has to be. Well, hi there, pluckers. Ivor Silverfingers again with another great oldie from about 1965. Band called Unit 4+2, and the song, of course, is Concrete and Clay. Okay, so I'm sorry about the singing. I'm trying to play this thing, trying to fit in all these lead licks and read the words at the same time. It's not easy. And it's not particularly slow either, this number. I think I haven't quite played it at the same speed as the original, but it's not too far off. Okay. Anyway, so if you're interested, I'm in standard tuning. Okay, no capos. Now, if you want to play along with the record, they detune their guitars by half a step. So you have to take all your strings down half a step. So the bottom E becomes E flat or D sharp. The A string will become A flat or G sharp, etc. So just take it down one note, okay. But I've left it in standard tuning, okay, to make it easier for everybody. So, like I said, lots to do on this number. You can make it easier, of course, by leaving out a lot of the lead bits, but somebody challenged me to do this as a single guitar version. So this is what I've come up with, okay. So I'm just going to have a go and have a cup of tea for a minute and come back and do the lesson. See you in a minute. Right then, boys and girls, let me hopefully show you what I was doing with playing this song, okay. Now, this is my single guitar version of it, so I tried to put in as much of the song as I could. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just how to play the basic chords to the song to start with for the verse and the chorus, and then I'm going to add in bit by bit the lead breaks, okay, that I put into my demo version, and you can decide whether or not to add them or not. See, it's up to you. Then you can make your own version on how you want to play it, okay. So let's get to it. So starting off with an A7. Starting off the first verse, I'll come back to the intro in a minute, okay. So the starts on an A7, that's an A chord with an open third string, second on the fourth and second on the second, okay, 5 downwards. and the rhythm to this is the whole song is quite distinct. It's like okay, so basically that's a down, up, down. So da 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 da. Okay, down, up, down, and that's the same for all the chords throughout the song. Okay, so we're starting off the first line then. So you to me are sweet as roses in the morning. So it's A7 to D. Okay, you to me are soft as D, roses in the morning. Second line, A7, and you to me are soft at D, summer rain at G, dawn. So on dawn it changes to a G chord. Now I tend to play this song with quite a few bar chords in it. I think it sounds better with bar chords in certain parts of the song. But if you can't manage bar chords, then an open G will be fine. Okay, just play a standard G. When I play a G bar chord, just play a G, a normal G open chord. Okay, so let's do it again from the beginning. You to me are sweet as roses in the morning, and you to me are soft as summer rain at G, dawn is love we share. That's something rare. Now on Something's Rare, it's an F sharp minor. Now I'm playing an F sharp minor bar chord, 2nd fret bar, and then the minor shapes on the 4th fret of the 5th and 4th strings. Okay, if you can't manage the bar chord, just play a simpler version like this. Okay, so that's barring the 2nd fret top 3 strings with the 1st finger, and then add the pinky and 3rd finger to the 4th fret of the 5th string, the A string, and the D string, the 4th string. Okay, 5 downwards on that particular shape. Okay, so far we've got this slowly. You to me are sweet as roses in the morning, and you to me are soft as summer rain at dawn, in love we share. That's something rare. Right, and it gets a bit easier. E minor, the sidewalks in the street. A7 again, that concrete and beneath my feet, and we're into the chorus. Okay, so there we have the first verse. There's basically 2 verses in the song to sing wise, and they both play exactly the same way but different words obviously. The 3rd verse is an instrumental verse, so you just play the rhythm. It's the same as if you were singing it. Okay, and then there's another chorus, and the chorus, when it comes back from the instrumental verse, it goes into a normal chorus, E minor, A7 and so on. Okay, and I'll show you that in a second. So okay, let's just once more, let's go through the first verse. Okay, here we go then slowly. You to me are sweet as D, roses in the morning, A7. You to me are D, the summer rain, G, dawn, the love we share. F sharp minor, something rare. E minor, the sidewalks in the street, A7. The concrete and the cake beneath my D feet. Now the chorus. Beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die. Right, that's 2 lots of the same progression. That's D to a B minor. Again, I'm playing a bar chord B minor. By all means play a simpler version, which is that. Okay, that's the 2nd fret top E string, 1st finger, 3rd fret 2nd string with the 2nd finger, and then the 4th fret of the 4th string and 3rd string with your 3rd finger and pinky. 4 downwards. Okay, if you can't manage the bar chord. So that's D to B minor, then G, and then an A chord, right? So if you're playing open chords, that would be obviously G and A. Okay, so it's feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye, my love. And back to G, I will be in love. But now, love eternally, love eternally is F sharp. So from the G bar chord, if you're playing bar chords, G bar chord, 3rd fret, you go to the 2nd fret, major shape, F sharp major. So that second line is we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye, my love and I will be F sharp in love eternal, A7, like the beginning chord, Lee. So that's like love eternally. Okay, so far from the chorus beginning. Because my feet begins to crumble, our love will never die, because we'll see the mountains crumble before we say goodbye, my love. G, I will be F sharp in love, it's A7 to E, stay there, that's the way, that's D, the way it's meant to be. And there you have the verse and the chorus. Okay, now obviously I forgot to mention I'm playing an A bar chord, 5th fret, major shape, when I'm playing an A there, okay, but by all means play an open A, okay, an open G on that, okay. So let's go all the way through the first verse and the first chorus, and then basically it just repeats the same again with different words for the verse on the 2nd verse and another chorus, the same as it was before. Okay, so here we go. Let's do the first 2 verses and 2 choruses. Okay, so you to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as sun at dawn. In love we share that sun everywhere. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay. My feet begins to crumble, my love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye. My love, G and I will be F sharp in love, A7 to E, stay there, that's the way. D is where it's meant to be. Now we go 2nd verse, straight into it. All around I see the purple shades of evening. On the ground, the shadows fall, and once again you're in my arms. So take me, the sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the creek, beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountain tremble before we say goodbye. My love, G and I will be F sharp in love, A7 to E, that's the way, D, that's the way it's meant to be. Right, now at this point it goes into an instrumental verse, and it's the same chords, okay? Da 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 Yes, and it comes in on sidewalks, so the bit of sidewalks, it starts singing again. Sidewalks in the street, concrete and clay, beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountain trouble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally. That's the way, that's the way meant to be. Now at this point I put in another last line. Oh, that's the way, that's the D way it's meant to be. And at that point I just went out with like an intro bit, which I shall show you in a minute, okay, to end the song, because it just fades out basically. So I had to figure an outro for it. So the intro, let's go to the intro now. Right, the intro starts off with a cowbell on a drum kit. Da, 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 okay, and then it comes in with an A7 like we did on the first chord of the song, okay, and it's the same rhythm, da da da, twice, okay, so it's ta. Then comes in the famous little main riff of the song, and okay, that one. Okay, and what it does is, to start the song, it does that, and then you're into you to me, into the song that we've already learnt, okay, hopefully. So the riff, which is the main riff of the song, it's very simple, but it's just quick, okay, and it's open A string to the second on the A string to the fourth on the A string. And what I'm doing is I'm down, up picking, down, up, down, up, down, up with a pick. Okay, that sort of thing, okay? Open fourth string, second on the fourth, to the fourth on the fourth. So it's the same repeated on the string below, okay? Okay, got that? Then the open third string, then the first fret of the third string to the second fret of the third string, the G string. So now you've got a bit of a pause, and then it goes. So you use a little pause, and after you've done that, and it's just basically backwards and forwards from the second fret on the third to the first, back to the second. Right, so the whole bit there is, sorry, okay, so what's the intro is that then, so it's, okay, and then we're into what you've done already. You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. Okay, so then you're into the song. Now this is where I start to ask you to decide whether you want to put in some lead bits or not, because this is where it gets really tricky, because you do that first line of the song, you to me are sweet as roses in the morning, and you to me. You've got to play the riff. You haven't got to, but on the song there's somebody playing that riff that you've just learnt for the intro underneath the first part of the second line. It's you to me are salt of summer. Okay, got the idea? So that's up to you if you want to try and play that riff under the first part of the second line. So from the beginning, we'll do it really slowly, up from the very start of the song. So I'll just show you exactly what's going on. You to me are sweet as roses in the morning, and you to me are soft as summer winter dawn. Now, obviously, the next bit of lead bit is where it goes, and you to me are soft as summer. You play this. Do that once, okay? And then you're to the G chord. Right, so all that is a double note, 7th fret of the 3rd and 2nd strings, however you wish to play it. I'm playing it with 2 fingers, you could play it with a bar, okay? And it's like, and then it goes down to that shape with the first finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string there, okay? And then to the G chord. So from you to me are sweet as roses in the morning, and you to me are soft as summer rain that dawn of every care. That's something, and then the rest of it is the same, okay, as we've learnt already. So that's one of the tricky bits, okay. So do it from right from the beginning, okay. But just practice that first verse, or first part of that first verse anyway. So here we go, from the very intro. You to me are sweet as roses in the morning, and you to me are soft as summer with the dawn of early care. That's something and so on. Okay, so that's the tricky bit in the verse. Okay, now it does the verse, finishes the verse and goes into the chorus. You know, the begins to crumble and all that business. So it's begins to crumble, and love will say goodbye. And we see things crumble, and say let's say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. And then you have to do that riff again. All around I see the people. Now, the second verse, there's another little tricky bit where it does the riff under the first part. All around I see the purple shades above me. It does that bit again, but it does that. Right, which is a double stop on the 5th fret top E string and the 7th fret of the 2nd string, down 1, so it's all around I see the purple shades of evening. Right, okay, so it's difficult to explain. All around I see the purple shades of evening. Okay, that's right. And then it does the second line, and it does the riff again. On the ground, the shadows fall, and then there's that bit again. Into the G, just that bit again. So the second verse is all around I see the purple shades of evening, and on the ground the shadows fall. Da, 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 da. And it's the same again after that as before. Sorry about that, it's quite tricky. I'll try and play that really slowly. Second verse. All around I see the purple shades of evening, and on the ground the shadows fall together in the arms so tenderly. I hope you got the idea. Okay, so that's that bit. So then it goes through the normal verse and the chorus, and then we come to the instrumental verse. Right then, boys and girls, I've got to the solo now. Okay, so it starts off with the normal riff, just like you played on the intro, right? Then we got this bit. This is like the bit that's in the second verse. That sort of thing, okay? So it's I think it does that actually. So it's a 2 on, just like you do on the second verse. You end up on that one, I think. Okay? So and then you do the riff again. And you finish on that one. A little pause, little mini pause. So far we've got okay, as far as we get. Then we've got this little double note bit. Right, and that's what that is. It's double notes, top E string to 10th fret, and the 3rd string on the 11th fret. Okay, and you pluck the 3rd string with your pick, and you pluck the top E string with your finger, 2 together. Right, so to play that shape, then you go to this shape, both notes, 3rd string and top E string on the 12th fret. I'm playing it with my 2nd and 3rd fingers. And you go up 2 frets to the 14th fret, 3rd string and top E string, and back to the 12th. Okay, so got that. Okay, so it's start now. It's from the beginning. As far as we've got, yeah. Then we we got this little fiddly bit. Alright, 10th fret top E to the 12th fret, back to the 10th fret. Right. So, and you go, so you've got 10, 12 on the top E, back to 10, to 12 on the second, then 10 on the first, 12 on the first. So, got this, now you've got this. Oh, it's a wrong, start again. Okay, and then we've got this bit. 10 on the 10 on the top E to 9 to 10 on the second to 11 on the third, then back to the 10th on the second to 9 on the top E. So 10 to 9 on the top E, 10 on the second, 11 on the third, 10 on the second, 9 on the top E. So, okay, and then finally we've got this bit. 12 on the top E to 15 on the top E, back to 10, 12 on the top E to 15 on the top E, back to 12 on the top E, and finally we end up on that 14 on the second, and then we go into E minor, the sidewalks in the street, A7, the concrete and the clay, and then we go into the chorus again. Okay, so the whole solo slowly. Okay. Right. The sidewalks in the street, it's concrete and the clay, beneath my feet leads to wonder, and so on. Okay, so there's your solo bit. Okay, so then it does that chorus bit, and then I just at the end of the chorus I basically just did the last line, repeated that last line where it goes, that's the way, that's D, that is meant to be, again A7, that's the way, that's the D way it's meant to be. And the outro that I played was the first part of the instrumental verse bit. So two lots of that line. And then just before you, instead of going there, play an A7. So it's D, because they just fade out on the record. So there you have it, boys and girls. That's my take on Concrete and the Clay for a single acoustic guitar. And you can mix and match bits that you want to play and bits you don't want to play as far as the lead's concerned. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Hope that made sense to you, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.